finally, and after I got old enough to retire I worked at Butterfield, and I had a little money, retirement money, that I had enough that I went to Egypt all by myself. We got on an aeroplane with them and flew to Egypt, 12 hours one way. And I tell you, the lifestyle in Egypt is a lot different than it was in the United States back then. Probably still is, I don't know. Mm-hmm. And when we landed in Egypt, first thing we had to do was take all our baggage, unload it on the ground there, and it was a huge building. And all buildings are built out of stone over there, no wood, you know. Mm-hmm. In the middle of the building there was a platform with a soldier on top of it with a machine gun pointed right at us. They don't have any police over there, it's all army. Yeah, the way they operated over there, we lived on the boat and slept on the boat. And each day we'd get off the boat and get onto a bus, and they'd take us to one of the old temples. Oh, we'd do a tour of that place. But the first day we went to one of the temples. All the people except me, they're sitting in their chair and they were gossiping like that. And I wanted to, what I went over there for, I wanted to see that goddamn temple to it. They like. Mm. So I took off, in the temple, and it's very, very interesting, I tell you. You go in them temples over there, they're like a first platform, and then a second one, and a third one. But each one was higher than the other. And the third one, that was the Holy of Holies, they called it, you know. That. It was interesting. And they had dug holes underneath and had stairways out of stone, mind you, and beautiful big rooms in there. And nobody there, no lights, nothing. I had my flashlight with me. And it's a good thing it didn't conk out on me, you know, because I worried about that a little bit, you know. But I was interested in that, to go in there and see all the goddamn rooms. And then in the further temple, the Holy of Holies, they had a big square on the floor. There was a picture of Osiris on that was a stone, a great big stone. They had a picture of it. Mm-hmm. And well painted, hand painted, but it was icy clear. And the ceiling was probably 100 feet high, and no lights in them places. But they had left a crevice way up top, so at a certain time of day, the sun would shine and light that picture on the door. That interested me quite a bit. I remember sitting there on a stone. Next thing I knew, somebody tapped me on the shoulder. I wanted to know if I was American. Yeah, so the guy could speak some English. Because it was a good thing, because I couldn't speak the Egyptian language. And he said, "How did you get here?" Well, I said, "I come with those people down out front there, sitting down at the table and chairs. And that's how I got here, come with them, like that." Wow. He looked at me and he said, "Those people left here 5 hours ago." Oh, wait a minute. Well, that's a different story. Here I am over there in Egypt on an island all by myself, can't speak the language. So the guy, he was nice. He went out and there were some people with boats out on the lake here. He hollered something to them, so they came over. They give us a ride back to shore, you know. Mm-hmm. And then he got hold of some other old guy to give us a ride back to where we're supposed to be. But I didn't know where I come from over there. The old guy told me when you get where you know where you're going, you let me know now. But I didn't know one thing from another. But I do remember that where the boat landed, on down in the south there was a big, a mountain, if you will, and there was a monastery up on top of the mountain there. And I remember, if I see that, I'll know where the hell it was. And luck was I did come to that and recognized it, and told him, and he stopped and sent somebody over to check it out, and sure enough, so we got out. So anyway, I got out of it pretty lucky as far as being missing over there in Egypt all by myself. That was my first trip. But after that, we went to, every day we went to a different monastery or castle, if you will, temple to you. The ceilings in the buildings are 100 feet high, you know, and the post, I had to take, and I measured around one post at 14 feet to go around the post, you know, that huge.
Wow. And
there was pictures on the post all the way up to the top, you know. And in the halls over there, in the temples, everything, you know, there was pictures carved in. There were people that good carvers over there. I went into some of them places that they had to, that's at 80 feet down in the ground, you know. You go down on a slant, you know. Yeah. And so, and in the temples there, they had pictures on the wall of the king, and they had statues of the king on the wall too. But it's some long, long days, you know, but it was very interesting to me, like that. The pyramid, it's amazing how huge, especially the big pyramid, it's huge. Crazy to do something like that all by yourself in those ways, but to me it was great, you know.
It was worth it.
You get so interested in it that you forget about time, you know, it means nothing, you know what I mean?